The North Atlantic, wild, untamed, a vast expanse of water that has claimed countless lives and ships over the centuries. Here the Icarus platform stood, defying the elements, a monument to human ambition and engineering prowess. It was the deepest operational rig on the planet, a marvel of modern technology. Its legs plunged miles into the crushing dark, anchoring it firmly to the ocean floor, reaching depths previously only imagined by explorers and scientists, a pinprick of light in an endless liquid night, a beacon of human determination. The waves crashed against its steel sinews, testing its resilience. The Icarus was more than a rig. It was a statement of human ingenuity and courage, a challenge hurled into the abyss, daring the ocean to fight back. Its purpose, to drill deeper than any had dared, to push the boundaries of what was possible, to unlock the secrets and the resources of the Earth's hidden mantle, a treasure trove of untapped potential. The pressure at these depths was immense, a force that could crush anything unprepared, enough to crumple naval submarines like tin cans. Yet the Icarus endured, for now it stood strong. The world watched with bated breath as the Icarus ventured into the unknown. Life aboard was a study in controlled confinement, a delicate balance of routine and vigilance. Hundreds of souls suspended between the angry sky and the silent waiting deep, each day a testament to human endurance. Captain Eva Rostova commanded the Icarus, a vessel that had seen more storms than calm seas. A veteran of the deep seas, respected, unflappable, or so she appeared to those who didn't know her well. Her eyes held a certain watchfulness. She knew the risks intimately. Every decision weighed heavily on her shoulders. Her crew, a hand-picked collection of experts, engineers, geologists, roughnecks, each one chosen for their unique skills and unwavering dedication. The best in their fields. They were not just workers, they were pioneers in their own right. They shared a common trait, a burning ambition, a relentless drive that pushed them beyond their limits, a desire to be part of something monumental, to achieve what others deemed impossible, to write their names in the annals of exploration, to leave a legacy that would be remembered for generations. Chief Engineer Alistair Finch was a man of grease and genius. His hands were always busy, his mind always turning. He understood the rig's mechanical heart. Every sound, every vibration spoke to him, every pipe, every valve, every roaring engine. They were all part of a symphony he conducted with precision. He believed in the strength of steel, the unyielding nature of metal that could withstand the harshest conditions. He believed in the ingenuity of man, the ability to innovate and adapt in the face of adversity. Dr. Aris Thorne, the lead geologist, was driven by curiosity, a relentless quest to uncover the secrets buried deep within the earth. The core samples they were retrieving were unprecedented, each one a potential breakthrough in understanding our planet's history. Each one a new chapter in Earth's deep history, a story waiting to be told. Their families were distant voices on crackling satellite calls, reminders of the world they had temporarily left behind. The shared goal forged a powerful bond, a camaraderie that could only be born from shared hardship and mutual respect. The target depth was audacious, unthinkable a decade prior, 10,000 meters below the seabed, through layers of rock laid down over millennia. The Icarus had been drilling for months, inch by painstaking inch. Now the final push was underway. The control room was a hive of tense activity. Monitors displayed a cascade of data: drill speed, temperature, pressure, viscosity of the mud, every metric scrutinized, every fluctuation noted. Captain Rostova watched, her expression unreadable. The drill bit, a marvel of hardened alloys, spun relentlessly. It chewed through ancient strata, basalt, granite, things that had not seen light for eons. The hum of the top drive resonated through the entire structure. A deep, powerful vibration, the rig's heartbeat. "Record depth achieved," Thorne declared. A cheer quickly suppressed, 10,000 meters, but the expected surge of elation was absent. Instead, a new kind of tension filled the room. The drill continued its descent. 10,001, 10,002. Then it happened. The rate of penetration suddenly spiked dramatically, as if the bit had encountered nothing, or something impossibly soft. Not rock, not sediment. The drill RPMs raced, then choked. A jarring shudder ran through the Icarus. Not the familiar vibration of drilling. This was different, violent. Alarms blared. Red lights flashed across the consoles. "What was that?" Finch yelled, already jabbing at controls. "Pressure drop in the borehole. Severe. Pull back the drill string," Rostova ordered. The attempts to retract the drill string proved futile. It was held fast, immovable, as if the earth itself had clenched a fist around their probe. Then the sounds began, faint at first, barely perceptible above the rig's own thrum. Low-frequency vibrations, coming from the borehole, not mechanical, not geological in any familiar sense. They seemed to resonate deep within the human chest. A primal throb, unsettling. Thorne deployed sensitive acoustic sensors down the well, hoping to analyze the source. The sounds grew in intensity and complexity. They were no longer simple rumbles. There were patterns, rhythms, almost structured. The crew exchanged uneasy glances. Whispers started to circulate. The malfunctions escalated rapidly. No longer minor issues, they became critical. Critical systems began to falter, one after another, like a domino effect. The primary generators sputtered, then failed completely, plunging the rig into chaos. Emergency power kicked in, casting the rig in a stark, dim light, barely enough to see. But it was insufficient for full operations, especially the drill, which was crucial. "We're losing her, Captain," Finch reported, his voice strained and filled with urgency. His usual confidence was gone, replaced by a grim worry that spread among the crew. "It's like something is actively interfering with the electronics," he added, frustration evident. "EMP? Some kind of magnetic pulse from down there?" Rostova considered it. "Possible," she said. "But the patterns are too selective," she thought, her brow furrowing in confusion. "It wasn't a blanket failure. It was targeted, almost as if it had a purpose. Communications with the mainland became erratic, static, drowned-out voices. Connections dropped repeatedly. They were becoming truly isolated, cut off from any help or guidance. The whispers from the borehole seemed to grow louder, more insistent, filling the intermittent silences in the radio, creating an eerie atmosphere. Some crew members claimed they could almost understand them, muttering about ancient things long forgotten. The remote cameras near the seabed, monitoring the wellhead, flickered. One by one, their feeds became distorted, then went dark, all except for a single secondary camera, angled slightly away. Its image was grainy, intermittently disrupted by static, but it showed something, not clearly, not definitively, but enough. A luminescence around the wellhead, a soft, pulsating glow, deep blues and violets, unnatural, unearthly. It seemed to emanate from the very rock, or from whatever lay within the void they had breached. Then shapes, indistinct, shifting within the light, or perhaps part of the light, too ephemeral to be solid, too structured to be mere refractions. The order for evacuation echoed through the crippled Icarus, but chaos was already taking hold. Panic, once a suppressed whisper, now screamed aloud. Corridors lit by failing emergency lights were filled with running figures. The rig tilted, a sickening lurch. The pull from below was increasing, relentless. Metal shrieked in protest. Bulkheads buckled. The sounds from the borehole were deafening now, a symphony of the abyss, overwhelming the senses. Some crew members simply froze, staring into nothingness, their minds shattered by the psychic onslaught. Alistair Finch made a last desperate attempt in engineering, trying to trigger explosive bolts to sever the drill string, a final act of defiance, to cut them free. The controls sparked in his hands. The system was dead. He looked up through a viewport. The sea seemed to tilt crazily. Miles away in a monitoring station on land, Technicians watched their screens in bewildered horror. The telemetry from the Icarus had been failing for hours, voice communications lost, data streams corrupted. Then, the primary locator beacon had vanished, simply winked out of existence. One moment, the Icarus was there, a fixed point on their maps. The next, only empty ocean, as if it had never been. No distress call, no wreckage reported, nothing, just an impossible sudden absence. Only one feed remained, unbelievably. From that single secondary seabed camera, the one angled slightly away from the now-vanished wellhead. Its power source, independent, its transmission a thin, fragile thread. It showed nothing but the murky, desolate abyssal plain. The eerie, pulsating light was gone. The shifting shapes vanished.